Welcome to the podcast. Bit of a freestyle episode, which means we have not prepared. So let's talk about ourselves and our training, which comes quite natural. Changed that up.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man.
Yeah, so our usual routines, our DS50 bench press on a Tuesday. And then we used to do like drop sets and chins and dips or a little bit of that. Then we went to the machines. We did lat pull downs, the typical bodybuilder upper body routine. And now we call it the bench of boxing.
The double BB, bro.
Yeah, the BB. So bench press. We just do bench press and then we go hit the bags, hit the mitts.
Yeah.
It's good,
fun.
eh?
It's fun, bro.
Fun.
Feels like I said to you after, it makes you feel good, bro. Like I feel it's a bit of fun, man. You know, having that benchmark of our bench press, you know, that 120 for DS50, it's just like a good little tick over. Like I was fucked after today. And then we went upstairs and just fucking punch some shit. Get to get the aggression
Yeah, the
out.
last year or two I've been doing just like the Wednesday session with the boxing trainer and my friend. And I've found that to be my favorite sessions. I was like, why not just do a bit more? You know, and I've sort of felt like weights. I'm like, man, do I got any more muscle to put on really? I'm getting to that age. Like, do I really need to put on? Like, I'm not going to put on 5 kilos of muscle at all from now. And I'm like, I already feel big enough.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, I'm happy to just taper.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of weights just to like maintain as much as I can. And then just learn something new, which is boxing. So I go right back to being a beginner. And as usual, that's where all the gains start. Like at the beginning, and you always got something to learn, to work on. With weights, I've done it for 20 years maybe.
Yeah.
Like I've been lifting since I was 16.
Exactly
So
right.
it's like a good refresher. And yeah, there's so much things to learn about boxing and the skill, which I didn't realize. Yeah. Like everything's so technical. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Have you even noticed that we've been talking a lot more about it? Obviously there's Lewis that, you know, trains up in UMA and I've done a couple of sessions with him. You know, the boys are boxing these days. I was going to head down to Melbourne last weekend to watch bloody Isaac fight. He ended up having a draw. So we're very surrounded by it at the moment, bro. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's
I
cool.
keep like an eye on all the Meehan boys and that, like what they're doing. They went down to Melbourne and that, got the draw.
Yeah.
And I'd already seen like the guy that he was fighting against, and I was like on social media, and like I just have a little scroll through, and like he was pretty good. I was like, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
So that'll be a nice matchup, and then like, and I know he's good
Yeah.
because I saw him before the Mark Hunt Sonny Bill fight.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. So,
What was that fight like, bro? Like, I know we spoke about it briefly, but what was because Stan ran that one, eh?
yeah.
Was it like it was good? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
I seen a mate who was the promoter, and he put us right 4 rows away from the ring. Best seats I've ever had in my life. And I was with Xavier, and we're like, whoa, how good's this? We're supposed to be up in the cheap seats.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I walk up the escalator, and he says, nah, here's some more tickets. And we go down.
Yeah, that's it.
That's so much better when you're that close.
Better, bro. Makes you feel like a baller too. Eh?
I was like, oh, I'm in the mad seat here. So that was cool. Like, and then, and that fight, everyone got knocked out.
Yeah, that's right.
There was no decisions.
Yeah, even Savita knocked the other dude out.
Yeah, everyone got
Isaac
knocked
did
out.
his. Mark did Sonny. Yeah, true. Good point.
So with all the fights, like all the footy players now are boxing. Like you had the Leilua, Curtis Scott. Like it's always a good.
That's what I'm saying
just a
too,
bit of
bro.
interest.
It's like we're surrounded by it at the moment. It's cool just to sort of roll off from a bench session into, you know, a bit of boxing stuff, which
And
is
it's
cool.
tough, right?
It's hard.
I'd rate fighters. I don't know. I don't know. It's like a manly training, don't you think? Like a masculine. Like you put it on each other, like lifting weights is like.
It's like I feel like we've got more in common with the fighter, you know, coming from our backgrounds and, you know, even playing rugby league because it's a very, you know, manly sport. I feel like we've got more in common with, you know, the fighting crew rather than the fitness industry, bro.
Yeah.
Which is probably why we're diving into it a little bit further. And it's cool, bro, because, you know, I've always had that interest in boxing ever since footy days, and just hanging around the boys, you know, perks the interest because you're watching them, the boys are doing so well, and then knowing that you're doing it too, and how much time I only spend time with you out of, you know, all my mates really, and knowing that we can get those little, like I love it, bro. It's fun. And when we finished that, I was like, oh fuck, that was cool, bro.
Yeah, I love the skill factor.
Yeah.
Like learning something new and then trying something and not getting it. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't get that from weights anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, there's nothing new really to learn out there.
It's just
So
ticket.
it does
It's
get
like we're ticking it over, bro.
Yeah, we just do it because we do it.
I think it'll keep a bit more interest into life too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can get a bit fucking, what's the word? It's just like goes over and over and over doing the same thing. And I feel like, you know, putting those boxing sessions will be cool.
Yeah, it's a bit refreshing
as
well.
And like I said to you, bro, like this month's a very maintenance month, and it's been nice to like let the body feel fresh. You know, in those sessions, that session today, I feel good after it, bro. Like rarely after a Tuesday, well, I'm like fucked, man. Like I look at him like, bro, I'm knackered, eh? Like I need to go home,
that's
have a
true.
sleep.
Because on the bags, like you can take it how hard you want it. Like you can smack it for a minute hard and you're empty.
Yeah.
Or you can just like, you know, touch boxing.
Bro, I was just touch boxing today and I'm tripping.
You're a bit angry, just give it a bit more.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's been cool, man. We started that last Thursday, right? And I think we'll just sort of carry that on, eh?
And I've been doing the skipping for my calf.
Yeah.
So instead of going out and running or doing runs, minute on, minute off type thing, I just skipping rope before on Mondays and Fridays and just started like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, minute on, minute off, and then got up to 10 rounds. Oh no, I did 3 5-minute rounds and then 4, 3, 2, 1. That was about 25 minutes total skipping.
Yeah, how did that feel?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good. And then I did 10 rounds of 3 minutes with 1 minute break.
Okay.
And the calf's like, it's sore, but like it didn't, like it's built
Blow
up.
it out.
Yeah, it didn't blow out or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
cool.
adapted. And I think just like that 30 minutes, so I might go for a start running maybe Mondays, but I actually enjoy skiing because it's like, it helps with the boxing because you're light on your feet.
Yeah, bro. It makes you feel like you're fucking popping, bro. You're like,
and I suck at skipping like the start with. I'm like, fuck, how do I do a heel toe or like the one across? So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's even a skill in itself. I love things that, you know, you can progress. Like I'm always like, oh yeah, I'll go YouTube, fuck skipping. How do I do? Learn that. Okay. Crossover, wonders, heel toe.
Yeah.
And then even you said 100 to 120 per minute.
Per minute.
Like, oh, yep. Bang, bang,
Yeah, that's
bang,
when
bang.
you're just not knocking them over. Well, that's what I did last year when I got really light, really fast. I was just skipping pretty much every day, and just getting like I started with minute on, minute off, but I was seeing how many skips I could get in that minute. So I'd start really slow. I'd probably hit maybe like 60, 70.
Yeah.
But I was like fucked after it, bro. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, this is too hard. And then it just started building, and then I got to 100. So I was holding hundreds, and then 120, just going not single legs, but double legged. But it's still fucking hard no matter what.
I found the first time was last week where I didn't get sore lats holding the skip.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like that, you know, that under bit.
Yeah.
I felt like
By keeping your arms straight and
wasn't-
just using wrist, it takes a lot of effort,
that's
bro.
why I was like, oh, okay, that's gone away. So now I can just focus on.
Well, they said make me laugh, like, because skipping's, I don't know, like I like things that require rhythm. And when we used to go out to the gym out at Campbelltown, watching some people skip, bro, just like, fuck, people just don't know how to like match up what's going on here to what's going on here. You know what I mean? And it was really hard to sort of coach people first off how to do a skip. And then if anyone wants to go past that and get into like double unders, which is very CrossFitty, bro, they've got no clue. It's just all about rhythm.
Yeah, then obviously like having an online training, I was like, fuck, skipping is actually a good cardio that people can do at home. There's, you know, don't need any space.
Exactly right.
And you can, it's a good workout too. And like, I don't know, I like the movement of the bouncing, of the rhythm, you know, being coordinated.
Yeah.
Compared to like a shitty run where you like, you know, like seeing people sometimes run and jog, like skipping, you got to get a bit of rhythm and then you can, you know.
Like a skip club, bro, rather than a run club.
Yeah, I like fluid movement of people.
Yeah.
I don't like real blocky running and all that. Like if you learn to skip pretty good, like, you know, you can bounce and move. You can move well.
Yeah, bro.
Which like, it goes into weights and like lifting with good technique or being able to mobilize your hips and move well and understand the movement through the body.
There's a certain, like, I don't know, you watch a fighter, bro, and there's a certain way that a fighter moves, you know, and I always said this to Lewis and like even Loco now. Now Loco's done maybe like 2-3 years of boxing, you know, and he's been like pounding on the gate every day. The way that he moved, you know, just from walking down the street is a lot different to the way he moves now. He's like very
Yeah.
bouncy. Like you said, got that rhythm when he moves. And then as soon as he puts the gloves on, it's just like, oh, bro, this guy's a boxer. You know, he used to be a footy player, but now he's a boxer,
Yep.
which is real cool to see.
How's his knees?
Yeah, like he still has his days, bro. You know, I have my conversations with him, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, nah." But he's always been a hard worker, bro.
You can handle sore knees in boxing, wouldn't you? You can get away with it because
The
there's
only
no
thing-
running or sprinting or changing direction too much.
Well, when I watched him spar against Jackson Murray and Curtis Scott, there was a sort of period where he was moving a lot, and he said his knee collapsed when he was doing like a sort of move. And I could see, and so could Lewis as well. And we're watching, I'm like, oh, that was hurt, that was sore. And he told us after the game. So that's the only sort of time, you know, you can get uncomfortable if there's a lot of movement. But yeah, I don't know, man. My knees like boxing. You know, and I find like I get sore at the start, but it's only because I'm doing so much rotation. And once you get like the bounce underneath you, the fitness underneath you, and then you get your breath, you're just like, okay.
And is skipping all right?
Yeah, skipping's fine.
Because it's minimal knee bend?
Minimal knee bend. And like I find, bro, like I'm very calfy. So if my calves are really strong, bro, it just jacks, like it makes me feel.
And the tibs too, eh? Yeah, I feel it in my
If
tibs.
I get them really strong, then the knee just goes, bro. It leaves me alone.
Feet. Yeah.
Like it's really important. And that's why I always bang on about it. Like every time I go away from skipping or go away from even doing exercises for my feet, the knees start playing up.
Yeah, I like that feet training as well. Even on the reverse dead mills on the treadmill.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes I do skipping and then I'll finish with 10 to 15.
Yeah, sick.
Then I can go on my phone a little bit too.
Mhm.
Do some messages.
Yep.
And but get that foot going toe to heel, pushing. Yeah, I feel like
Just
that's
reminding-
a good movement.
Yeah, just reminding
foot.
the foot of the different ways it can move too.
Yep.
You know, and then what I learned from you is being able to spread the foot too. You know, being able to spread my toes allows me to move better when I'm just walking, running, skipping, or jumping. But then that just, you know, that sort of benefits me with everything, with my training and everything like that as well.
That's good.
Yeah, cool.
Finish on that.
Thanks, brother.
Shot.
Good chat.